The wind was bitter that February afternoon in 1957, and the woods outside Philadelphia were quiet, the kind of quiet that hides secrets. A young man was walking along Susquehanna Road when something strange caught his eye. A cardboard box lay half buried among the weeds, damp from melting snow. At first, he thought it might be garbage, maybe a doll someone had thrown away. Curiosity made him step closer. He pulled the box open and froze. Inside was not a doll. It was the body of a little boy. He looked no older than 6. His small body was wrapped in a thin, torn blanket. His hair had been cut unevenly, as if someone had done it in a hurry. His skin was pale and covered in bruises. The boy's eyes were closed, as if he had fallen asleep and never woke up again. The man ran to call the police. Within hours, the quiet woods were filled with flashing lights and officers combing through the undergrowth. Reporters gathered nearby, their breath fogging in the cold air as they whispered about what they had seen. No one knew who the child was. He had no identification, no family nearby, no missing person report that matched. Detectives checked every hospital, every orphanage, every missing child file in the country. Nothing. They studied the box, and it had once held a baby bassinet sold in local stores. But even that clue led nowhere. They examined his blanket, his haircut, the shape of his small hands. Every detail, every mark, was a question with no answer. Weeks turned into months, and still, the boy remained nameless. Newspapers called him the boy in the box, his photo in black and white, haunting, and was printed across the nation. Thousands of people claimed to recognize him, but none of them were right. Rumors began to grow. Some believed he came from a nearby orphanage. Others said a cruel family had hidden him away, erasing every trace of his life before leaving him in the woods. A few even whispered of secret experiments, government cover-ups, and ghosts that lingered near that road. The detectives refused to give up. They paid for his burial themselves, laying him to rest with a simple headstone that read, "Heavenly Father, bless this unknown boy." Years passed, generations changed, but the boy's story never faded. Every detective who worked on the case felt it. The sadness of a child forgotten by the world. Some said they would visit his grave just to talk to him, promising they'd never stop searching for the truth. Then, more than 65 years later, in 2022, science finally spoke where witnesses could not. DNA testing revealed the boy's name, Joseph Augustus Zarelli. At last, he had an identity. He had a family and a story. But even with his name, one haunting question still remains. Who killed Joseph? And why was he left alone in that box, in the cold Philadelphia woods, with no one to cry for him? No one knows. The wind still rustles through the trees of Susquehanna Road, whispering the same secret it has kept for decades. And some say, on quiet nights, if you stand there long enough, you can almost hear a small voice asking, "Do you know my name? Please like and subscribe."